everybody, Becca here. Today I am going to talk about natural remedies for tooth pain. So let's get started. So it never fails. Friday afternoon, your tooth starts hurting, and of course you can't even call the dentist until Monday morning. Ugh, what are we going to do? So that's what we're going to talk about today, what to do with your tooth pain to manage through it. So the first thing we need to talk about is the number one rule of managing your health at home is to understand and accept your limitations in your abilities to manage health at home. And in those circumstances that we go beyond our expertise or beyond our abilities, then of course we do need to seek the professional help. And that is also including when tending to tooth pain. The second thing that you need to do is to assess what is causing the pain. And so from time to time, my kids come up to me with, "Oh, my tooth hurts, Mom." And the first thing I'm going to tell them every time is to go brush your teeth. You know, even when we don't feel it, there are food particles that can get caught up in between our teeth and actually causes a local infection that many times can just be remedied by using a good old toothbrush and some good old toothpaste. Now, in a detox lifestyle, we have graduated to wooden toothbrushes. If you don't have a wooden toothbrush, that is just fine. And we have also graduated to making our own toothpaste. This is a toothpaste that we have been using for years. It is really easy to make. I'll leave in the card section a video that I created over a year ago on how to make a toothpaste, so we won't get into too much of it today. But it is just out of some activated charcoal and some coconut oil. And then you can add, for flavor or for taste, you can add a few drops of an essential oil, whether it is peppermint oil, tea tree, you know, whatever, even clove oil. Those would all be great oils to put in your toothpaste. But do go check out that video on how to make your own toothpaste cheap and easy. That is my first recommendation in my household, is to brush and floss. But after that, then we start looking into why your tooth is hurting. Is it a broken tooth that, yes, definitely will need to create an appointment to get it looked at? Is it a cavity? Is it just inflamed gums? And then actually how long or how far into the process of infection or inflammation is it? So those are things that I use to address and assess the situation on whether I need to go ahead and make that phone call to the dentist to seek more help. But in most cases, it's relatively minor, like inflamed gums, something like that, and we've easily tended to it here at the house. And that's why I mentioned go brushing your teeth. All right. But sometimes brushing your teeth isn't going to help with the pain. So after you have cleaned the infected area, i.e. brushing your teeth and flossing, then we can go to some home remedies. And most of these home remedies are really easy to either find or even make at your home. And it could be as simple as looking in your spice cabinet. So this right here, in case you can't read German, this is clove. And clove is one of those herbs that I have all the time. And You won't believe how many times I have been at a demonstration, all dressed up in 1830s dress, you know, acting the 1830s herbalist, and somebody comes up to me, whether it's somebody visiting the demonstration or even another demonstrator, and they're like, do you have something for tooth pain? Well, I always grab for this herb first. This is clove. And clove is those little pieces of herb that you might find stuck in your ham during a holiday. And that's what it's commonly used for, is to spice up things like ham. You might find it in oranges during winter solstice, you know, things like that. But this actually has a numbing capability, and it is really easy. You just take a clove. Let's see if it will focus. There it goes. Take a clove and stick it in your mouth in the infected area and bite down on it. And as your saliva mixes up with it, it will numb the area that is infected. Well, it also has the capability to start relieving that infection. So it is a twofer. So not only are you relieving the pain, you're starting to relieve that inflammation in that infection, and that also relieves pain. Okay, so this is clove in its dried form, but that's not the only way that you can use clove. Now, if you are into essential oils, then of course, a couple of drops of clove essential oil, put on a Q-tip or on your fingertip and rub it in the area. And you can use that as a remedy for temporary relief from the pain. But clove is one of those herbs that you can make the clove oil yourself. So, and it's really easy to make this. You take a couple of cloves. You can either put it in alcohol, like drinking alcohol, like vodka, which you want either 80% or better, you know, 80%, 100% proof alcohol. And then you soak your cloves in it, put it in a warm window, put it on just sitting on your stove top, just somewhere where it's going to get warm but not hot, and let it steep for at least 24 hours, and then you have clove oil. And it's really easy for you to make at home. If you don't like the idea of using drinking alcohol in with your remedies, you can, in this case, you can put it in like an olive oil and it still do okay. I like the abilities that it has in the drinking alcohol, so I always do it in drinking alcohol. But that isn't the only thing that you can do to relieve pain. Now, my next one right here is a bark, which you can make a tea out of, and this bark is willow bark. Willow bark is the precursor to our today's aspirin. So you can use it just like an aspirin, but so you can use it just like an aspirin, but all it's going to be doing is relieving the pain. It's not getting to the underlying issue. You will continue to have to deal with that until either your body tends to it itself, or you get to the dentist and take more drastic measures on that. So yes, you can use willow bark to relieve the pain, but it is not helping with the underlying issue. All right. And willow bark isn't the only thing that you can use to relieve the pain from a toothache. You can also make tea. These are some tea bags that These are some tea bags that I created, and it has chamomile in it, and chamomile relieves pain as well. And the heat of the tea can work on the inflammation, so that can relieve some of the pain. So in my last one is my Hail Mary, my go-to of all go-tos, and it is this herb right here. But I know what you're thinking. Put a clove of garlic in my mouth? Do I really have to? No, you don't have to. You know, that kind of brings to mind one of my first learning experiences when I got into herbalism and experimenting with it. I was like, oh, a clove of garlic is good for like everything. Let me make a tea out of clove of garlic. No, that is not a good idea, I'll tell you that. But you don't have to put a clove of garlic in your mouth. I'll show you how we use it. So you take your clove, and you're going to want to take the skin off and get down to the clove itself. So this is a whole clove. And then I will take just a piece of cloth. This is just some old muslin that I have. And I just cut it into strips and use it for herbal remedies. So I just take a piece, I wrap it around the clove, and then I just take a spoon and beat it a bit. So I have flattened my clove of garlic, and as you can, I hope you can see that it's starting to get this fabric moist, right? So we're getting moisture in this fabric. So garlic, garlic is actually even known to soak through your skin. So you're going to use that to your advantage, and you're going to take your clove of garlic that you have beaten, put it on the side of the face where the infection is, and then take some more strip of fabric. And it can just be a piece of t-shirt or whatever. I just happen to save little strips of fabric and wrap it around your head. That way it holds it into place. You can use like medical tape too, but medical tape can hurt on sensitive skin, especially the face. And some people actually break out with medical tape. So that's why I just use the fabric. I don't have to waste my tape. And you can even take a hot washcloth and put it over the top of that. And what that's going to do is open up the pores of your skin and allow that garlic to go through your skin to the infected area. And garlic is highly known to relieve many different infections, and it is one of my go-tos on anything. It is one of my favorite go-tos on anything to do with illness and infection in the home. I use garlic all the time. In the wintertime, I will chop it up and put it into just about anything that I'm cooking. I even, one of my all-time favorite folk remedies with garlic is to actually take a clove when you're feeling pilly-wally, you feel like you're starting to get sick. You can take a clove of garlic, stick it on the bottom of your foot, stick your sock on your foot, and go to bed. And in the morning, that garlic has actually soaked through your skin, the bottom of your foot, and circulated through your body, and you might even taste garlic in your mouth. Don't take my word for it. Try the experiment. But anyway, those are some remedies that I've used and have had great success with when tending to tooth pain. If you have any remedies of your own, leave them in the comment section. I would love to hear how you have tended to your tooth pain at home. But that's all I have for you today. I will talk to you again soon, and until then, get healthy, be happy, and herbal on!